Another power play here. Power play one's going to be out. Bodie Van Leeuwen's going to take the draw. It's one back by Lathrop. McWright gets it into his zone. Goes D to D. Picked up by Summer. Summer makes the move there. Picked up through the gate, of Tatum Van Leeuwen. Taylor and Tatum. Holy cow. Picked up by Van Leeuwen off the shin guard of Summer. Van Leeuwen working into the zone. Thrown to the middle. There's McWright out deep. Fired. Blockered in. Summer steps into one. Oh, nice little move there. Backdoor. No. Taylor fires down the ice there. And we're going to go take more time off the clock. Braden Corrigan picks it up. Picked up there by, fanning on it. Summer Corrigan picks it up, though. Back over to Tatum. Tatum goes, steps aside by Taylor. Tatum Van Leeuwen just throws it off of number 19, Fulford. Back over to Tatum. Back out to Coulter McWright. Coulter's looking to the far side to Summer. Summer gets it. Firing, competing for sticks. It just goes wide of the net, though. Taylor throws it. Picked up by Summer again. Summer coming together with Witt, I believe. Fakeley's going to come out of the box and chips it along to Bodie Van Leeuwen. Bodie Van Leeuwen, nice little move there. In through the zone, fires, backhands it into the zone there. D to D it goes for West Valley. Back up through center ice. No, Wilson's going to get it. Make a move there. Here he's into the zone. Backhand. Oh, off the pipe. So there's Wilson and Murphy coming together. Taylor's going to pick it up on the wall, throw it up, out, and thrown back into the zone. Refs say it's good. Good keep there by Lathrop. Far side pass. It goes to Finkley. Finkley's going to break out into the zone. Tries to beat McWright wide. Does so. Goes to the back door. Caught the other defenseman Summer sleeping there. But Wilson again working out of the zone. Greenwood's going to give into the zone. Wixom picks it up. Throws to center ice. Uriah Descharme for West Valley. Firing the puck over the net. And it goes around the board where it's going to go all the way down for a clear. Lindsay picks it up. Throws it to Yates. Yates back down to Lindsay. Van Leeuwen with pressure. Up to Ducharme for West Valley. Wide side to Lathrop. Through center. Bodie Van Leeuwen going to pick it up. And throws it up to the middle there to Corrigan. Corrigan tries to chip it up to Tatum Van Leeuwen. Nothing doing, though. And Braden Corrigan again. Picks it up, goes to the far defense. Bailey Laurel chips it up the wall. Picked up by Gagnon for West Valley. Gagnon looking into the zone. Big hit there. As they had two players come together. Chipped along the wall again. There goes Bodie Van Leeuwen working 1-on-2. Throwing to the middle. Bailey Laurel, good play to keep it in. Wixom throws off the wall there. Over to Lindsay. Lindsay over out to Sumar. Sumar's going to get the puck and just chip it up, but it's going to be picked up by the Wolfpack. There comes Ducharme again. And we're going to have a stoppage. $11:34 to go, period number 2. No score. Going to have a face-off draw here on the club side of Braden Bonin. So here we go. Here's the face-off draw. It's going to be Witt and Wilson. One back by Lathrop. Summer looking to the far side to McWright. Has him. He's going to skate up the ice. Kind of floating in there. Oh, overskates the puck, though. Makes the move into the zone, circling the net. Looking to the middle. There it is. Wilson. Oh, what a save by the goaltender. Here we go again. Face-off draw. 11:18 to go, period number 2. Wilson's going to take the draw. Flanked by McRae and Greenwood. Summer and McWright out deep. Witt's going to get tossed again. And looks like Glenn, no. Yeah, Glenn's going to take the draw here. One back by Lathrop, no. Out of the zone it goes. Here comes Fulford. Fulford going in with Witt. Witt to the back door, shoveled aside by the goaltender. Great job. That might have been an own goal. So West Valley wins the draw over to the far side. Here comes Fulford into the zone. Fulford pulls up, gets hit by Sumar. Sumar playing the body there on Witt. And the net was off. So here's the draw again. Bodie Van Leeuwen's going to take it, win it back here to Sumar. Sumar just throws it along the wall. Back out Murphy. Murphy over to Taylor. Here comes 3-on-1. Finkel cutting through. Loses it in the skates as Tatum. And still not cleared out of the zone. Gates is going to pick it up, throw it along the wall too. JT Sumar loses it into his skates though. Still chipped along the wall. Tatum's going to go up to his brother Bodie. Bodie chips it down low and gloved down. No. Taylor's going to pick it up. Taylor cycling behind the net with himself, playing a little cat and mouse. Taylor fires. Good lead pass to Murphy. Murphy's going to break out. 1-on-4. Nice little move there. Back out. Kept in by West Valley. Laurel's going to get the puck. Laurel looking to his D partner. Chips it up to McWright, who made it out. Up along the wall to Bodie Van Leeuwen. Van Leeuwen throws it back down low. We're going to get a change here. And here comes Sooney picking up the puck. First time called his name today. Here comes Taylor. Taylor walking out of his own zone through to the far side. Tipped along and picked up by Summer. Summer gets the puck. Oh, stops up. Overskated it. McWright's going to get it, though. Throw it along. Runs into some lumber. McWright throws it down. Summer's going to pick it up. Breaks out of the zone here. Corrigan on kind of his backhand. And West Valley's going to keep it in the zone. Stepping aside here is Wixom. Wixom looking, tying up in front there. The other Lathrop defenseman along the far side and cleared out of the zone. Backtracked by Lindsay. Lindsay looking, switches, goes up to Ducharme. Ducharme goes way up high. Summers got to give chase. He's got Fulford there. But he didn't break his stick. So here we go. Here's a draw here. Van Leeuwen again. Van Leeuwen, and Finkel. Bartusz is going to get kicked out of the circle here. Fulford's going to take the draw. Flanked by Witt. And one back here to Lathrop defenseman Summer. Summer throws it up there. Good breakout. Tatum's going to try to break out of the zone. Can't do so. Back along it goes. Finkel. Finkel's going to tip it up the ice. Picked up by Bodie Van Leeuwen. He's 1-on-5 though. He just fires it in. Blocker down by the goaltender. And Wixom tries to clear. Throws it off the wall. Does so. West Valley through neutral ice here. Here comes Witt. Nice little move though. Good play by the defenseman. Battling. Here's Tatum. Tatum looking up ice. Shovels it along. Wixom picks it up. Wixom throws down low. Blocker down by the defenseman. He's got to get on his torso. Pick that puck up. Through the middle. Bodie Van Leeuwen gets it. Throws it along to Tatum along the wall. Tatum looks to chip it up, can't do so. Held in by West Valley on the line. So here we go. Where everybody's getting tied up there. There it goes. Cleared out of the zone finally. 7:56 to go. Period number 2. 1-0. Lathrop. Got a cameraman now, so hopefully this gets better. My shoddy work was not good. We got 2 Burns up here running the show. Wilson, Greenwood, and Corrigan, the forward line for Lathrop. One long back down into the corner there. Here's Taylor. Taylor looking, still circling, and goes cross ice to Murphy. Murphy firing the puck, blocked. Great job by Wilson. He's down, though. Looks like that one got on the, oh no, that's Corrigan, excuse me. Cycling the net. Here's Taylor. Taylor's still looking. He goes out to Armbruster. Armbruster looking to the far side to Murphy. Murphy throws down low to Finkley. Finkley's got the puck here. Finkley goes to the middle. And here's Greenwood. Greenwood's going to try to get out of the zone. Kept in by West Valley. Great play. But not for very long as Wilson's going to take it through center ice. Murphy picks up the puck for West Valley. Into the zone, firing. Great save by the goaltender. Easy money for him. Corrigan throws to the middle of the ice. That was a long reach for Tatum. He's not going to get there. It's going to be an icing call. 7 minutes to go. Period number 2. 1-0. Wolfpack. So another defensive zone draw here for Lathrop. Bodie's going to take the draw here, flanked by McRae and Finkel. Finkel gets the draw, wins it over to McRae. McRae throws back to the defenseman. Into the middle it goes to Finkel, loses it in his feet, but he clears the zone. Wixom picks up center ice over to Lindsay, kind of behind him. Lindsay throws it up the wall. Here's McWright. He's going to get ahead of steam when we're offside. We got snacked. So Bodie Van Leeuwen's going to take the draw again here, tied up there in the dot. Ducharme tries to work it out, can't do so. Bodie Van Leeuwen stick handling through everybody. And back into the Lathrop zone. It's going to be picked up by number 15. 15 looking, throwing to the far side. That's a pretty good pass, but just caught him in a change. Nonetheless, no ice. We're good to go. Here comes Lindsay, throws it along to Taylor, back over to Wixom. Ducharme picks it up. He's going to try to pick up some speed and break into the zone. He does so. Working on McWright. McWright angles him off into the wall. They come together. West Valley handles it. Thrown along the side. Oh, tried to clear. Does so. Bodie Van Leeuwen. A little long for him, though. Back through center to 20 Gagnon. Over to Ducharme. West Valley breaking into the zone again. Here's 15 on 15. And that's just wide of the net. Kind of got lost there in the shuffle. Trip to the middle. Here comes Greenwood. Greenwood's going to go. He's got 2 with him. Over to Bodie Van Leeuwen. Bodie Van Leeuwen firing the puck. What a save by the goaltender. Easy money. Good pace, though. Good. Fresh blood on the ice. We got the Wilson centered line and Sumar and Laurel out deep. See if we can get a draw win back one of them with a heavy shot from the point. That'd be a good call right now. And one back there by Lathrop. No, West Valley's going to get the puck, throw it up along the wall. McRae picks it up, loses it though along the dasher, and back out it goes. No, we're still fighting with it. Here's Bartous from behind his own net. He's looking. He throws up off the wall to Witt. Witt jams it through to Laurel. McRae's going to get back, and Sumar just throws it to the wall there. Back over to Witt. Nice move though. Tipped out of the zone for Lathrop. Kumar's going to get chased on the forecheck here. I feel like they could have called that one earlier than they did. So Bodie Van Leeuwen going to take the draw here to the blocker side of the goaltender. One by West Valley. Murphy handles, spins, and fires. That's going to be out of the zone. 21 Wallace is going to kick it back down low. They had to clear the zone. Here comes McWright. McWright's going to his deep partner. Oh, just too long for him. Summers going to pick it up, though. Angling back down low to Murphy. Murphy to the wide side. Goes out to the point. Finkley's going to retrieve, though. Nice little move at the line there. Steps aside. Working in, looking to Lindsay. Lindsay goes over to Wallace. Wallace just firing at the net. Blocker down and cleared out of the zone. No, big hit there. Lindsay and Finkel come together. And there it goes. Here's Lathrop finally clearing the zone. And that's a bad change. Oh, here's McRae. McWright's going to get it, stepping aside, looking, firing the puck, goes off of Lindsay, back down into the corner. And Wallace chips it along, but it's going to be picked up by Corrigan up through the middle there. Here comes Yates. Yates looking a little backhand to the far side. Murphy going to pick it up, and he's going to look to Wilson. Picks it up. McRae gives chase too. Yates with the puck. Throws to the far side to Finkley. Too long for him, though. Tipped along there, and McWright angles Finkley off the puck. Finkley with a nice move there again. Up to the front of the net. Oh, just rolled off his stick. Wilson and so-and-so come together. McWright's going to shovel it to the far side. Just hops over to the stick of McRae. Murphy's going to give chase. Pick it up out of his own zone, looking for the long pass. That's going to be an icing call. Van Leeuwen's going to take the draw here. 3:10 to go, period number 2. No, or 1-0 West Valley. Armbruster over to Wixom. Wixom loses it on the wall there. Can he do edge work there along the wall? Bodie picks up the puck. He's looking and throws it off the skates. Fired down low. And here comes Finkel. Fires, just wide of the net. Burnett, huge hit by Greenwood. There, we're going to call that offside here. 2:46 to go, period number 2, 1-0 West Valley. And back out, Wixom gets the puck for West Valley, goes D to Armbruster. Armbruster looking up to Fulford in his skates. Can't handle it. Laurel's just going to sauce it up through center ice, picked up by Armbruster. Armbruster weaving through the zone and held up there by Van Leeuwen. A lot of battling for the puck there. Goes into the corner. Bartous just rolls it to the middle, and that's a goal for Fulford from Bartous, I believe. I believe that's going to make it 2-0. Oh, Wilson's going to take the draw here. Centering Corrigan and McRae, I believe. Oh, swiped along. Good stick there by the defenseman. McWright's going to throw it up the wall. And back to the far side. Here's Glenn. Glenn's got the puck for West Valley. Goes to the center. Nope. Picked up by Gagnon. Big hit there on the wall by Corrigan. Nice little move there by McWright. Still through center ice, though. Wallace picks up the puck. Goes D to Lindsay. Lindsay looks up the wall, chips it in to McWright. McWright's going to look along, stepping through. No, it's just did a little water skiing there. And we got a call. Yeah. So we're going to have another power play here for Lathrop. I believe it's their fourth of the evening. They're 0 for 4. And we got Wilson, Finkel, and Van Leeuwen with McWright and Summer as the D pairing. Wilson's going to take the draw. It gets tied up, wins it back out deep. Here's Summer. Summer going D to McWright. McWright loads up, fires. Kicked aside off the pad. Tipped along. Wilson again. Wilson keeps it in. Back out front of the net it goes. There's Finkel just wide of the net. Van Leeuwen looking over to Summer. Summer firing the puck. Excuse me, can't get through traffic. And Murphy's going to break out of the zone. Picked up here by Taylor. Taylor with speed. Firing the puck, and that's going to be almost up the top of the net, looks like. So they're changing the defensive pairing, I guess. Wilson's going to take the draw again here, wins it. Over to Van Leeuwen. Van Leeuwen circling down low, goes to Laurel. Laurel gets the puck. Going up the far side to Wilson. Wilson gets the puck on the wall. Can't make the move on Taylor, though. Blows the tire. Still kept in by Lathrop. No, it goes back out to Laurel. Laurel spins and fires to Sumar. Sumar over to his defensive partner. Laurel looking, throwing it up the ice. Van Leeuwen. Finkel goes into the zone, but loses control of it. Fulford's going to break into the zone here. 1-on-4, firing the puck, and that's going to be a save by the goaltender. 41.5 to go, period number 2. 2-0 is the score. So Corrigan, Greenwood, and McRae are the forwards with Summer and McWright as a defensive pairing. Here's the draw. One back by West Valley. Finkley circles, looks, throws back down low. Whoa, funny shot off the dasher there. And here comes McWright. McWright going to the far side to his D partner. Throws up to McRae. And back through, picked up by Summer. Somebody's a baseball player. Here's Greenwood throwing over to Corrigan. Corrigan firing the puck and gloved aside by the goaltender. And he's just going to throw it off the wall, but not out. Here's Corrigan, walks out with it. Still has it. Walker down by the defenseman. Back out it goes. Kept in by Summer. There it is. Good battle on the wall. And thrown to the far side to Greenwood. And that's going to do it. Period number 2. 2-0 Wolfpack. We'll be right back. Hey, buddy. All right, we'll be right back after the ZAM for period number 3, 2-0 Wolfpack.